Kendall Gerald, the Bossman Show. I'm joined by the new coach of the Milwaukee Panthers, Coach Pat Baldwin. Coach, how are things going for you in Milwaukee today, man?
Things are going great. Just finished up a great day of a workout with our guys, and just looking forward to many more days like this.
And, Coach, what does it mean to you to lead the Milwaukee Panthers as your first head coaching gig? You've been a long-time assistant, so what does it mean to actually put a stamp on a program and you be the man in charge of everything and how it runs?
This is everything that I've always wanted. Anytime you start as a coach and you pay your dues from, for me, starting out at a Division II and then, working my way up and being around some really good coaches, you start thinking about the opportunities and thinking about, your development and how you want to get better and make an imprint on a program. And, part of that is becoming a head coach. And through success and the improvement and the winning at Northwestern, this opportunity happened. So I couldn't be more ecstatic. Hello?
Yeah, Coach. We're here, Coach. Coach, I was saying to you, what about the position in Milwaukee really resonated with you to make you want to take this opportunity to go coach the Panthers, knowing that how LaVall Jordan had a good job, and then with the Butler, does that you want to come follow right behind him?
I've always thought that Milwaukee was a very good place to, that you can win. It's a great city. I think it has a lot of passionate fans, and what they are is a hardworking city. I think it's a really good school, and I think it's an opportunity that I can come in with, some hardworking kids and a great staff. That that it's a place that you can win at.
Yeah, and Coach, how has it been for you now? Being a head coach now, going from assistant coach to being a head coach, how's that transition going for you since now that you're the man making all the decisions now for the Milwaukee Panthers?
They've always said when you move over that one chair or however many inches it is, that it becomes a little bit more difficult with decision making. Obviously, it's the first time that I'm going through some things. But for me, on the court, basketball is basketball. I think the change has been off the court with the many responsibilities, through marketing, through all the little things that go on that maybe as assistant coaches we didn't realize. But, I think that I've handled it pretty well. I have some really good support people around me that helped me throughout this process. And I've always leaned on and have been leaning on some of the coaches that have gone through this before, asking the questions from, the 10 to 15-year vets or the 2 to 3-year-old coaches that have just started recently and how they've handled their first year. So it's been great. I know there's a lot more that's going to hit me, and but I'm sure I'll continue to lean on other people that can help me through this process.
Gotcha, folks. We got Pat Baldwin here at the Milwaukee Panthers Show on the Bossman Show. Now, Coach, when it comes to recruiting, what kind of guys do you want to target to your program? And I feel like when you've been in Milwaukee, you come from the Northwest, you have a great Midwestern footprint. So, and I feel like those same kind of guys might want to come to Milwaukee who kind of miss out on the high major recruiting that want to come play for you guys in Milwaukee. And your pedigree, I feel like guys want to come play for you. Is that how you feel about the job yourself for the location of the Milwaukee and how you can get to recruit all these guys in that area up there where all that good talent is?
Yeah, all I look at is the guys that have come before me, and when I have seen success and you see it and they've made the tournament before, it just encourages me that there's opportunities to get some really good players. You can always speak about the tradition of winning and what they've done in the past, and obviously I want to create my own brand and try to make things happen, but also understand that Milwaukee is a great base for us from a recruiting standpoint. The state of Wisconsin also has some really good talent. And then, like I said, we're only an hour and a half away from Chicago. We're, a few hours from Iowa, Minnesota, and so many other different places that we can get into. And, so it just, there's a great opportunity to get some really good talent and some kids that want to be at Milwaukee and consider this place their big time.
You got that right, Coach. And for those who haven't seen you coach in the past, where your previous stops, Coach, what do you feel like you'll be playing with these guys? You want to play fast pace, and so what do you want people to take away from watching your team play this year and going forward as you coach the Milwaukee Panthers?
Well, I think the way that you probably need to play nowadays is you need to play with an up-tempo style, but still be disciplined. And I was talking to our guys today. The best teams are ones that are the most disciplined. They execute great, and they make very few mistakes. And so that's what I want to do. Is I want to, while we try to play quicker and up-tempo, do that with some discipline. Make sure that in the half court that we're executing, and in the half court it's going to be hard cutting. It's going to be a lot of ball movement. That's the way that I've been raised. That's the way I've been coached, and that's the way I have coached in my 16 years with the many good coaches, head coaches that I've been with. Is that's how you win. And obviously the talent trumps a lot of different things. So while I can say I want to play quick and be efficient and score a lot or be a great defensive team, I also have to have the talent.
Yes, sir. And, Coach, also, non-conference scheduling, Coach, how do you see yourself going about that with you guys being so close to Chicago and all the different Big Ten schools? Do you think you'll be able to schedule, get guys to come play you 2-for-1s, and you get to go out and get guys to come to your place, where they've always been on the road the whole time, Coach?
Well, I think that's something that our staff and we'll talk about a lot. But, I think you have to challenge your team every once in a while. You have to play the best, and you have to, try to get out there and establish yourself. Now, also I'm not naive to understand that, maybe your personnel dictates how your scheduling is. If you have a really young team, I don't know if you want to take them through a gauntlet of high major programs and trying to feed them to the wolves that way. I think you have to be methodical and very strategic with the way that you schedule, keeping the confidence level of your guys up. But, anytime that I go into a game, whether I was an assistant coach and now as a head coach, I think about going in to win, and hopefully we can, continue to have the type of players that can go in and compete at a high level, whatever school we're playing, whether it's in our league, whether it's in a non-conference game where, maybe they're a larger or bigger school from a resources standpoint, more from a bigger league. That's what I want to do. And I think for the most part, I think your personnel dictates a lot of that.
And yes, Coach, also for you, last one for you, Coach, what were some coaches that had some impact on you personally and professionally to help you get this position you are now? And what are those guys kind of laid the foundation with you as you're going to take with you as you coach this team going forward?
I look at everyone that has had an impact. One, I just came from, Northwestern, where Chris Collins is at. I was at Missouri State, where Paul Lusk was at Loyola, where Jim Weitzel, and Green Bay, where Todd Kowalczyk was at, and even Bill Pope, who was my Division II head coach at Lincoln, and now he's a scout in the NBA. Every one of them has given me a different element from their coaching style that I present to our guys to this day. And, if I talk about Chris Collins, it's his, pro style offense. It's his ability to make adjustments on the fly during a game. It's his motivation and leadership. I take that. It's Bill, Jim Weitzel, who at Loyola just taught me just how to grind and defensively how to really make guys and put guys in position to be very good defensively. And, Paul Lusk, he came from Purdue when I first joined his staff. And, there was a winning tradition at Purdue, and he brought that to Missouri State and some very good, ways of doing things. And, Bill Pope, out of all of them, might have been, he's a really, really intelligent guy. He was just at the Division II level, and not a lot of people had a chance to witness what he could do as a coach. And Todd Kowalczyk, my first opportunity at the Division I level, he was a grinder, and he was as good of a coach as any of the other guys that I've been around. And so I've just had a lot of great people that have tutored me along the way, and I'm taking pieces from every one of them.
I hear that, Coach. And, Coach, I feel good about having you on the show today, Coach, because I feel your passion for it. I feel like you have a great plan about it. I know you got the job late, but you got a great plan of it, and I feel like you're going to be very successful at Milwaukee. And last one for you, Coach, is if you come to Atlanta, I'd love to have you come in the studio. When you come to Atlanta, maybe you can play Georgia Tech, Georgia State. Hopefully you can get one of those guys to play you. He can come on down here and get you a chance to do this with us, Coach. It'll be great to have you in here.
Well, you tell Pastner and you tell Tavares Hardy. I know Tavares Hardy very well at Georgia Tech. You tell them to pay me $300,000, and I'll come down there and play them. That's no problem at all.
Coach, no lie. Me and Josh had lunch today on Northside Drive at a nice little eatery. It was funny that we actually had a house on his face earlier today. Wish I knew this, Coach. I would have helped you get this done. I could have broken the deal for you.
I'm thinking of football, and football pays all this money for teams to come in. Why not basketball? So let's get that done.
You got that right, Coach. Hey, Coach, it's been a pleasure. You come down here recruiting, Coach. I'm going to send you my information, Coach. I'm going to text you. So hit me up. We'd love to have you when you get down here recruiting as well, Coach. And come in studio with us and hang out with us for a segment or two here.
I appreciate it, Jared. Thank you very much, and definitely look forward to talking with you again. And if I get down there, I'll certainly look you up.
Hey, Coach, the Packers play the Falcons. Come on down for that game, man. You're right up there.
All right, no, I appreciate it. I'll ride on the wings of the Packers jet down there.
You got that right. Hey, Coach, you have a good one. We'll talk to you real soon, man.
All right, take care now. Have a great night.
You too now, folks. It's Pat Baldwin here on the Bossman Show. All your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach T Will 24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
We're back here on the JR the Bossman Show on the Bossman Radio Network, BostonRadioShow.com. And it was just done by Pat Baldwin of the Milwaukee Panthers. Now we're going to Clinton, South Carolina, to where the Presbyterian Blue Hose are, and that means we're joined by Coach Dustin Kerns there. Coach, how are things going in Carolina today, man?
JR, they're going great. It's a beautiful day down here and sunny, and life couldn't be better.
Oh, I hear that, Coach. And, Coach, for you, what does it mean to you, Coach, to lead the Presbyterian Blue Hose going forward? You put your step on this program and getting down there and getting things going down there for those guys that down there at Presbyterian.
Well, it's I've never wanted to be a head coach just to be a head coach. I wanted to be a great one, and I just think this was a great fit for me and my family. Presbyterian's a beautiful school, a private liberal arts school. I've worked on a private school for the last 10 years of my career, and we've got a world-class education. We played just a great league with the Big South. Winthrop was a 13 seed last year. And so a good level of basketball, but a chance to really, restart a program and bring some life back into it. And, just really excited about going on the day-to-day process.
Well, I hear that, Coach, and like you said, the Big South was a great program, great conference. I'm really good friends with Coach Randy Peel, the coach of Tennessee State, who's the coach at Winthrop. So he's telling me all about the Big South and all those battles where Henry Gray Marshall was there. So I've heard all the stories about the great Big South conference down there.
Yeah, there's great rivalries. There's great teams. There's great coaches. And night in and night out, it's a bus trip league, which also creates some nice atmospheres, and fans can travel, and just really provides a great atmosphere of basketball.
Yes, indeed. Now, Coach, what's been the biggest adjustment for you, man, going from an assistant coach for a long time now to being a head coach with all the responsibilities that comes with being a head man? How's this adjustment been going for you?
Well, I think that. Fortunately, I've been put in positions over my career to be in a head coaching type role, but really the biggest difference is going from making suggestions to making decisions and just leading a group of people. But other than that, I've just tried to take a day-to-day approach, all about the process, and but I've got a great staff, and obviously when you got great people around you, that makes things easier. But Presbyterian is full of support, and we've really got, just quality people in administrative leadership positions, which make things a lot better as well.
You got that right, because without a good administration, you can't have a good program, because without the support administration, you have nothing at all. That's what I always say about situations with the different schools right there.
Absolutely. So, there's an opportunity to, for a lot of people to, here at Presbyterian to do this together. And, we've got a new athletic director, we've got a new football coach, obviously a new basketball coach, and it's an exciting time.
You got that right, Coach. And, Coach, when it comes to recruiting, Coach, what kind of guys were you targeted to bring in your program? And also, with your location being drivable to Atlanta, where I'm at, Charlotte, and Greenville, you'll be able to bring in guys that are like grad transfers, guys, JC guys who want to play, and those guys who want to go to bigger schools, but they get missed out on and come stay close to home, come play for you guys.
Well, we can't take any grad school guys. We don't have a grad school, and I don't know if I want to do that anyway. I want to build a program, not a team. So it's going to take a little bit of a hodgepodge of everything. It might take a 4-year transfer. It might take a couple junior college guys, obviously some high school guys. But I think that in recruiting, it's all about the right fit. And I think at Presbyterian, it's more about the evaluation process ever so much than the recruiting process. Just evaluating guys that are going to fit Presbyterian, fit our style, fit our place academically, and then obviously, like you mentioned, fit our place socially. But it's a place where we've got a small town, we've got a small school. So if you're serious about books and you're serious about basketball, this is where you should go because there's not a lot of distractions. So books and basketball, and guys that are really serious about playing at the next level and want to play professionally. You know what? There's really no distractions here. You're serious about it. You get in the gym and work, and obviously you got a chance to get a world-class education. So we've got a lot of things and a lot of positive things to sell in those regards. But from a roster standpoint, it doesn't really matter. From a junior college or 4-year transfer, obviously a high school guy. We're looking to just put the best fit, but it's probably going to take a little bit of a hodgepodge of everything.
Got that right, Coach. We're joined by Dustin Kerns here, new coach of the Presbyterian Blue Hose here on the Bossman Show, BostonRadioShow.com, Boston Radio Network. And, Coach, when people watch your team play this season and beyond, what do you want them to take away from seeing your guys play each night that they go out and compete wearing that Presbyterian blue?
Well, JR, that's a great question, and I'm just really hopeful that if you can come see our program play, you're going to see a team just playing really, really hard and playing together and playing for each other. And because I think when those things happen, at the end of the day, so many different styles of plays have won. There's been teams that play this offense or that offense or this defense and that defense, but at the end of the day, teams that play for each other, play with each other, and really have that triangle of trust between each other, trust with the coaches, and coaches trust the players, and then everybody's playing hard, and that covers up mistakes. I'm hopeful that if you come see our team play, that you're going to just see a team. And I'm not sure we got to have the most talented team, but I think from my experiences that have won championships at this level, we've always had the best team. And that takes time to build, but we're working every day to build those things.
You got that right, Coach. I definitely look forward to come see you guys play, Coach. You're all not that far from where I live at, so it's not a hard trip for me to make. So I look forward to looking to some games so I can come out there and see you guys play. And speaking of that,
you are welcome here anytime. You are welcome here anytime. We would love to host you. That would be tremendous.
Yes, indeed. Now, Coach, let me ask you this now, Coach, about non-conference scheduling, Coach. I know it's probably already done for you right now. But how do you see yourself going about scheduling games for your team going forward? It's going to be based on what the roster you have, or do you want to kind of get the guys hardened for Big South play? So how do you feel like you go about scheduling games with you guys being in good locations such as Clinton to play South Carolina schools, Georgia schools, North Carolina schools, even down to Florida if you want to? So how do you feel about that?
Well, it's scheduling and recruiting. Those are obviously the lifeblood of programs, and this year we opened at Tennessee. We played NC State. We have Virginia Tech. We've got some other like opponents in the region, the Carolinas and Virginias. Moving forward, one thing that I want to do is we're not gonna have the mentality, that we're afraid of someone. We're going to have the mentality we're not going to back down from anybody. And I think that when you go setting recruits homes with their parents, and you recruit guys that have a kind of a chip on your shoulder, an overachiever type attitude, they want to go play those great people. So whether it's the mecca of college basketball, I mean, obviously some of these games they're not easy to schedule because of dates and then, certainly opportunities, but we want to go play 3 or 4 of the Power 5 schools each year. And then I think with our other non-conference games, strategically plan, teams in our region, whether it is a Kennesaw State, whether it's like this year we got North Carolina A&T, South Carolina State, VMI, whether it's some of those type of, but getting down to the Atlanta area, getting down to Florida, maybe playing Stetson, Florida Gulf Coast. But I also want to, maybe take our guys out west for a couple games and maybe play UCLA and just let our guys have that type of experience of playing Division I basketball at the highest level, and because it's only going to prepare us for the Big South.
You got that right, Coach. And our question for you is, Coach, who are some guys, personal professionals, who's really helped you in your career to grow to the man you are today and to help you to the point you are now as being the head coach of the Presbyterian Blue Hosts as you are right now?
Well, so many, but I've been so fortunate to be around a lot of quality people and a lot of quality coaches that have helped me grow, and I'll kind of, start from the start. Larry Scheid, who's now an assistant with the Dallas Mavericks, who's been at Florida with Billy Donovan, took me under his wing and really, showed me the steps of the collegiate coaching and kind of what goes into it. And, Mike Young, the head coach at Wofford, who's been to 4 NCAA tournaments. I've worked with him for 7 years and obviously been with him recently as associate coach. He taught me so much, and he really gave me the experience of maybe feeling like a head coach. And I will be forever indebted to him. He was the first guy to hire me as a Division I assistant. I spent 6 years with Kerry Keating out at Santa Clara, and we had a nice run. And, Kerry was at UCLA and back-to-back Final Four. So, I obviously learned a lot from him. I was a graduate assistant for Buzz Peterson, who's now general manager of the Charlotte Hornets at Tennessee, and just really, experienced the highest level of basketball and the recruiting aspect and, things that go there. I spent a year with Mike Sutton at Tennessee Tech, and, just really, really learned the value of doing everything. I was director of operations. I was 23 years old, and Coach Sutton really helped me because he put a lot on my plate, and it really gave me the, experience is always the best teacher, and he gave me the opportunity to really have a lot of great experiences doing a lot of things outside of on the court and on the road recruiting as far as you're running a program. And then last but not least, for 3 years, I was fortunate to work the Michael Jordan Flight School in California, ran by George Raveling, who's in the Hall of Fame. And Coach Raveling has been an incredible mentor to me and has just taught me so much about relationships and taught me so much about networking and just, building an army, per se. And Coach Raveling is, I don't know if anybody in the game of basketball has impacted as many people in so many different levels than him. I mean, he's had an impact on people in grassroots, high school, college, professional, players. I mean, it's just, he's an amazing person, and I've been fortunate to have him as a mentor. So I could keep going on. I've worked with so many quality assistant coaches that I've learned from, but most importantly, I've learned a lot from players. I wouldn't be where I'm at without great players and guys that made huge shots and guys that, helps me along the way grow as a coach as well. And so that's where it all starts. But I've been fortunate to be around a lot of great people.
And Coach Kerns, I'll tell you what, I know the people here in Atlanta are going to love hearing this, and they're going to support you because we like to have our own guy like yourself who are very humble, who know where they came from, and it's a very great interview to talk to you, and it's very detailed and very open. And I really appreciate your time tonight, Coach, and giving us this opportunity to talk to you and talk about your program because I like to meet and talk to coaches because you guys have a new perspective to bring to the show and bring my listening audience. I really appreciate it. I look forward to supporting you guys and being there for you in where I can help you out. I will, Coach, and I'm only a text away, or a call away, and I definitely answer you right back and help you any way I can, man.
Well, JR, thanks so much for having me on, and anything you ever need from us or our program, we'll be willing to help. I'm just kind of a small town guy. I grew up in East Tennessee, and nobody in my family ever coached, and I feel like I did it the old-fashioned way and treated people right, worked hard, and kind of took the stairs mentality. And I take my job serious, but I'm not going to take myself serious. And this is a very humbling profession. And I would not be where I'm at without the help of so many great people. And so I would look forward to hosting you at Presbyterian one day or for a game. Leave you tickets. You just let us know anything we can do to help you. Much respect to you and the job you do. Thank you so much.
Will do, Coach. That you have a great evening. We'll talk to you real soon, okay?
Thanks so much. No problem.
All right, folks. It's the Dustin Kerns here on the Bossman Show.
All your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
We're back on the JR the Bossman Show, Bossman Radio Network, BostonRadioShow.com. We was joined by Pat Baldwin of the Milwaukee Panthers. This was joined by Dustin Kerns of the Presbyterian Blue Hose. Now we're going out west to the Portland State Vikings, joined by Barret, Peery here on the Bossman Show. Coach Peery, how are things with you out there in Portland? Is the weather feeling great out there, man?
Well, you know what? Welcome to the West. We got great weather out here, so we're pretty excited about it. It's a beautiful day here in Portland.
Now, Coach, would you like to deal with 94 degrees and the 100% humidity that we have in Atlanta today? Would you want that, Coach?
I'm telling you what, I was in Atlanta a couple of weeks ago recruiting, and it was pretty thick. It was warm, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Coach, okay, I don't know if we can see the interview, but was training camp with the Falcons, okay, and there was about 70 people collapsed today, and I was sweating myself, and I play football. I'm used to the heat, but even I was tapping today at training camp. I'm like, to get me inside, please. Please get me inside.
I believe you.
Yes,
I
indeed.
believe you.
Yeah, we'll come on, call it Hotlanta for another duty, Coach. Hotlanta, the name is living up to it today. 100% humidity, 94 degrees. Like it's choking out there.
I believe it. I believe it. It gets thick out there, that's for sure.
You got that right, Coach. Now, Coach, for you, what does it mean for you to be the coach of Portland State Vikings here, Coach? And what about the university really kind of resonated with you to make you say, hey, this is a good spot for me to take this gig and, be the man going forward here?
The opportunity was a really good one. The timing is really good. Our athletic director, Val Cleary, came here 3 months before I was hired, and she and I really hit it off and really saw eye to eye on what the vision was and what the future holds for Portland State. And the biggest thing right now is we're building a new arena. We have a new practice facility that's going to open next month with new offices, new weight room, new locker rooms, obviously new court, new facility. And then next spring at this time, we will have a brand new arena, which we've never had. We've had facilities, but not like we needed or wanted. And so coming in, walking into this in my first year here, having an opportunity to open up a new arena and right here in the heart of the city, which we have a beautiful city with Nike and the Blazers, and never mind just our city itself is fantastic. So I think we have a lot to sell.
You got that right, Coach. And I figure with your program, it'll be easy to recruit guys out west because, Portland's a laid-back city, but it's an NBA's town. You got the Blazers in town. You're not that far from Seattle, Northern California. So it's like you're in a great spot to bring in guys who want to just come out there and play ball, whether it be a grad transfer, whether it be a guy who's a JC guy or has a guy want a new start. You can sell the area, you can sell the program and what you all have growing to get a guy who wants to come play, who wants to go out there and ball and make something happen for his career.
Oh, I agree. We're in a great spot. Like you said, our city sells itself, and then we have a lot of kids here in our city as well as surrounding areas like Seattle that you mentioned. And, our recruiting class this spring was just like you explained. We took a high school guy, we took a JUCO guy, we took a grad transfer. So we can kind of explore all avenues when it comes to that, but we have a lot to sell. And as we get through our construction phase of building these buildings and get settled in, we really think we're going to have a great product.
Yes, indeed. And now, Coach, speaking of that, what's the typical guy for you? What kind of character you want to have? A guy to have to come place for you in the Portland State Vikings? Is there like a Viking mentality you want to have? Trying to set a culture? Do you want a certain type of guy you want to bring in?
Well, culture is a big word, especially when you come into a program and take over. You want to build a culture. You want to build a day-to-day mentality, a daily way of life where you have guys living the way you want them to live and doing things the right way. And so I think the biggest thing is type of guy. Of course, we all want great basketball players that are athletic and beautiful bodies and big and strong and could shoot and handle. But then I think you really got to dig in and do your homework and understand who you're getting and find out about kids on a much deeper level. And when you plug guys into your program, you want them to be able to fit in a lot of ways. You want them to be able to fit basketball, of course, but they need to be able to fit school-wise. They need to be able to fit, culturally as well as in your city. Shoot, I always say the same thing to myself when I visit a kid or go out and recruit a kid and ask myself as I get to know them more and more if I want them in my home, if I want them hanging out in my basement with my kids and that if I trust them and I think they're going to be a good kid and a good role model to the people that they're around. And so I think you really have to go in depth and be very thorough and understand a lot about the guys you recruit. And then you're always going to be a coach that wants to give guys opportunities and help them get better. So it's always a fine line, but I think you have to do your homework for sure.
Also joined by Barret, Peery here on the Bossman Show, the coach of the Portland State Vikings here, talking about his program out there in the great city of Portland, Oregon, Rip City, USA, as they call it out there. And Coach, when guys watch your team play this year and beyond, what do you want people to take away from watching your team play and when they see you guys go out there and compete every night on the court representing the Vikings out there?
I hope our identity is one of that we play very fast and very hard. As I've coached through the years and had a couple different head jobs as well, I really wanted us to play fast, 94 feet, both defensively and offensively. In turn, I hope that people think that we play hard. I hope they think we have guys that really handle themselves well and carry themselves well, that are good representatives. But a team that plays hard and plays fast and gets after it, and when people watch us play, they go, man, those guys play hard. They really get after it. They play together. They share the ball. They communicate. They talk. They look like they care about each other. That would be a great feeling if someone gave me that talk.
Now, Coach, speaking of playing fast, would you be open to maybe going to a 24-second shot clock, going to a 4 quarters, maybe advance the ball into the game to help the game go even faster, make the game even more exciting for people who watch the game of college basketball, love the game the way it is?
No doubt. I would be a proponent for that 100%. I think we should just follow along exactly how the professional game is being played right now, because we should just transition into that. For some reason, the women are always about 5 years ahead of us in everything that they do. They've gone to the 4 quarters. I really think that we need to do the shot clock thing for sure. I think we need to start playing that way and getting to where we are on that same 24-second shot clock and the other rules that go with that. But I would like to see us definitely do the shot clock and the 4 quarters. I think it would just be more uniform into what everything is going on with the NBA and professional basketball.
You got that right, Coach. Now, Coach, look at the non-conference scheduling portion of your gig, man. How you see yourself going about that? That's a big thing for you guys, especially at the major level, trying to get guys to come play you at your place, or trying to get 2-for-1s, trying to get guys to let you come play them, those money games and what have you, Coach. So how you see yourself going about scheduling these games going forward? Do you want to go tough to get you guys ready for conference play, or do you want to go easy to get them confidence? So how you see yourself going about that going forward with your team?
Well, I think it's a fine line, and it has to be a balance. This year is a very bad example. If anybody pulls up my schedule, they'll see that we have the PK80, which is the Phil Knight 80th birthday challenge right here in our city. So we got 16 Nike teams that are going to be here over Thanksgiving. So we play Duke on Thanksgiving Day, and then the next day we play the winner-loser of Texas Butler, and then to wind it down, we'll have an easy one with somebody like Florida, Ohio State, or maybe Gonzaga. So I think the schedule is a little bit drastic this year, because along with that, we'll probably play a couple 3 money games along the way. But I think it's a fine line. At our level, I think you have to go about and make sure you're going to have some success with your guys, and that the things that you're preaching and teaching are going to have some success on the court where they can feel it and see it and live it. But then also you need to go out and play those games that are exciting for you guys to go to. Outside of that PK80, we're going to play Cal, we're going to play Oregon, we're going to play Utah State and Santa Clara, as well as some more local teams for us. And then our league has been very good. We got the Montana schools, the Idaho schools. Weber State has been very good year after year, being in the NCAA tournament. So we do not have an easy schedule this year at all.
I hear you, Coach. Coach, it scares me is hearing it.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to be ill and not sleep at night, just come over to my house. That's where I'm at right now, and it's only August 1st.
Coach, I'll be pulling out my hair, and I don't have any.
I believe you.
I'll be pulling the little strands I have left and poke through the bald head.
I got great hair. Hey, I got great hair, and it's falling out every day.
I hear you, Coach. Hey, Coach, who are some guys, professionally, who's really helped you in your journey of being a coach and helped you out your career and helped kind of mold you to the person you are today, to help you as you move forward, taking over the Portland State Vikings and setting up your culture, setting the foundation that you want to set there at Portland for years to come?
I think you learn and grow from everybody, from guys that you've played for or worked with. I've had some great mentors along the way. Coach Sendek, Herb Sendek, was great. I worked with him at Arizona State as well as recently at Santa Clara. And he was always a great teacher and mentor for me, and somebody that I'm really close with. Jim Boylan, who's now back in the NBA, I spent time with at Utah. He's a great teacher of the game. I really loved how he taught and prepared. I had great coaches that coached me. I looked up to all my coaches. I think that's one of the biggest reasons I wanted to be a coach, is I looked up to them and respected what they did and how they spent time with guys and wanted to help people get better. So, along the way, I think you take things from everybody that you work with and work around and try to, mold yourself into who you want to be. Learn from the good and the bad, and try to plug those into your system and to your bag of tricks.
You got that right, Coach. And the final one for you is, Coach, talk to us about what's been like your typical day since you've been the head coach of the Pulaski State Vikings. Are you in meetings all day? You're recruiting, you're on the road, you're doing booster hits, you're doing marketing hits. Tell us, what's a typical day like for you?
I'm just going to answer yes. That's exactly what it's been like. We got a little of everything going on. Obviously, when you're the new head coach, there's a lot of buzz, and people want to pull you in a lot of different directions, being at different things and meeting new people, and there's always fundraising and golf tournaments, and then you need to sprinkle in the most important thing is your team and your recruiting, and then you go through a time where, you got to get your family moved and get them from the city that you left to the new city that you're moving to. And so, honestly, it's felt like it's just been a continuous whirlwind. We just got off the road yesterday from being on the road all month in July. And so just a lot of travel, a lot of in and out of the office, and then work your team out, spend time with them, and try to get to know who you have, what your pieces are, and then also get out and recruit new pieces, because recruiting is never ending, and recruiting is probably the most important thing we do, because if you don't surround yourself with talent, you won't be here very long.
You got that right. Hey, Coach, because like you said, you kind of like me, you're in an on-demand business. No rates, no job, no wins, no job.
Yeah.
So I just
what have you done for me lately?
You got that right. It's always, what have you done this quarter for me? It's like, yeah, I got you, Coach. Coach,
Yep.
Pleasure to have you on this show, Coach. I hope that you can play a school that's in Georgia, Tennessee, close to here. That I love to come see you guys play. I get out west with the Falcons or out west. I can kind of get out there. They go out west and place like Seattle or somewhere like that. But I don't get out there much unless it's with the Hawks on their western trips. But hopefully you'll play somebody closer here. I can get them out there, see you guys, give you some support, and see you guys do your thing, man.
We'd love it. Appreciate you having me on. And anytime you need us, let us know.
Will do, Coach. That's Barret, Peery here on the Bossman Show. Come up next to the Boss Report after the break.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consultant, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Back on the Bossman Show. Had a great show for you so far. We had Pat Baldwin of the Milwaukee Panthers, Dustin Kerns of the Presbyterian Blue Hose Bone. The school's nickname is the Blue Hose. Don't know what that is, but I'll roll with it. And Barret, Peery of the Portland State Vikings. And now we're joined by my man out of New York. Coming from Jets training camp, most likely, it's my man Tony T-Bone Williams. What's good, man?
Not much, but how are you, man? What's going on with you?
Man, it is a great day in Atlanta. We just had a thunderstorm come through the studio area, which made it cool down for a second. I wish it hit Phillips Arena, but I'm not going to be that petty. But everything else is all good. You know? Oh, man. Hey, Bo, I can't wait, brother. Hey, it's all Timmy's fault. That's all I got to say. It's Timmy's fault.
I understand that.
Oh, man. Well, Bone, you ready for these reports, man, today? Are you ready for it? Is your mind prepared for what you're about to hear, Bone, next 15 minutes or so? All right? Is your mind ready for this, brother?
Yes, sir. Bring it on, Florida.
All right. Well, folks, you've been waiting on it. It's time for it. It's here. It's the Boss Report. First story, Bone, is this. A fellatio cafe is set to open in Geneva, Switzerland, where patrons will be able to receive oral sex while they drink their coffee and read newspapers or surf the web.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't drink coffee, but I may start doing so now.
Exactly. Oh, man. Exactly.
That is incredible news.
Yes, indeed. Starbucks. Come on, get on in Starbucks. Let's get that going here, please. Come on.
Real slow roasted. Yeah, please. Top me off.
Exactly. Here we go. Florida man arrested after attacking people with a sword cane after beer confiscation and being told to put his junk up due to scaring daycare children.
Oh, my God. Listen, Florida, God bless you, Florida, for always being in the news and always giving us content on this segment. But he's carrying a sword cane? I mean, is he like a hidden ninja, too? I mean, he's like Crouching Tiger, hidden ninja? What's going on with it, man? That's a crazy place, man, I'll tell you.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't know what's going on with that, man. And why's my man got his junk out by the daycare, though? Like, why?
Exactly. That's also an alarming thing about it. But also, to have a sword cane, like he's on some kind of ninja set, or like he's now on the set of The Strain. I don't know. That's crazy.
Exactly. And Colorado teacher's aide is arrested after being caught R. Kelly and a 14-year-old student in the laboratory closet and offering to train action to another set of boys.
Man, what? I don't know where to go with that. I mean, the story get worse as we go forward on this thing. I mean, the perversion rate is really high on this segment. I don't know where you find these stories at, boss man.
Exactly. Out of control, right? Out of control. It's about to get worse as we go. It's about to get worse, trust me. Florida woman arrested after using a stolen credit card to get liposuction, but gets busted after police Facebook friend recognized the before and after photos and took her down.
Ha! They recognized before and after on Facebook?
Yep.
See, this is why I try to stay away from Facebook, because Facebook can all get in trouble, in so many ways.
Exactly. And you gotta be careful if you're a Baptist pastor. Baptist pastor charged in prostitution ring resigned from church after getting clotheslined by a choir director after he learned of him messing with his wife on the side.
He got clothesline like he's at Armageddon, your pay-per-view, like he's at inside the ring. He got Jim Ross calling action. Pupil.
Down goes the pastor, a stopper knocker.
By God!
King, he's down, King, he's down. Pastor down, King.
Oh boy, these pastors, man, some are wilding, man. That is crazy.
Yes indeed. Oh God, here we go. Naked Florida woman on the loose after leaving child behind while fleeing robbery from Waffle House.
Wait, and she's robbing money or waffles?
All the above, waffles and money. And naked.
You know what? Oh, well, that part, that's just nasty. I mean, I've been to some nasty Waffle House before, but I can't imagine the kind of particles and hair that's in that food. She's running out butt naked in that place. But you know what? That being said, Waffle House, I love y'all still.
Exactly. We got a Texas woman arrested after having $2 million in liquid meth and cleaning jugs on the back seat during a traffic stop.
How do you have $2 million of liquid meth just chilling on your person? How is that possible? And I want to know, what kind of car, she's driving, because if she has $2 million worth of merch, I want to know, you're driving out there.
Cadillac Escalade.
Oh, okay, all right.
She got pulled over for 10.
Okay.
She got pulled over for 10.
Right. Oh, that's how she's high rolling and then got a little cute and had some tint, and now she's busted. See, if you stay low key, it'd be all right.
Exactly. Here we go. Florida man is arrested after throwing objects off of crane in standoff with police. Ends with him being apprehended by claws lowered down from the police copter.
So he's trying to do his crane style, like some kind of Tang album, huh? That's crazy. But it's Florida, and you know what? Heavy machinery, and he's probably drunk too. On top of that, so heavy machinery and alcohol in Florida is like hand in hand, man.
At least he wasn't naked though. That's good.
for once.
Exactly. Virginia McDonald's employee is arrested and fired after dropping off some of his man milk and sausage biscuits he was making for his ex-girlfriend who he saw come inside the restaurant.
That's just nasty. That's that secret sauce that nobody wants, man.
Exactly. My man took it that far.
yeah. He went next level with it. That he was next level grimy. It's one thing you had a lube in there, but when whole next level.
Exactly, like for real. Woo-wee. Here we go. Florida man's arrested after shooting Facebook Live video while recklessly driving naked and masturbating on South Beach.
There we go with Florida and naked and Facebook. Those three things don't go together because you only get in trouble that way. You got to pick one of the three. I mean, you can't be all three because all three's in trouble.
Exactly. Like, come on, Florida, man. Pick your vice and go with that vice. Not trying to do all in one time.
Yeah.
Come on.
My man was mixing cocktails, and it didn't work.
Man, here we go. North Carolina woman is arrested after leaving her girls hospitalized after the mom locked them in the car for hours while she got her cakes pummeled by the Quality Inn patrons.
Wow. So she's not only loose with it, she's just a dumbass and just reckless with it, huh?
Yes.
Wow. And that's Carolina and not Florida. So I said kudos to Florida for once.
Exactly, for not being the ones. But we can't speak too soon, niggas. Watch this. Florida man's arrested taking elderly neighbors hostage in bizarre attack due to them not letting him borrow a cup of salt and letting him date their two daughters at the same time.
So, like I said, again, you can't mix your vices. Are you in need of spices, or are you in need of getting spicy? I mean, which one is it? I mean, he's trying to take the salt and the girl too. That's crazy. Come on, man. He took him hostage.
Yes.
Yeah, that would definitely help his cause. Take him hostage. Yeah.
Exactly. Ooh-wee. Texas car drives off with nozzle still in the tank, sparking a gas station fire, which eventually causes the station to blow, which blows up couple freaking inside of the dumpster.
What? Is it Texas?
Texas, yes.
Well, see, they do everything bigger in Texas. So for once, they had to outdo Florida in the news because that sounds destructive as all hell.
Exactly. Oh my God. I tell you, this is crazy stuff here. We got this. We got Florida man arrested after threatening couple with a samurai sword in a road rage incident after they cut in front of him as they changed lanes without blinking as he was getting topped off by his side piece.
So there's so many layers to this, but let's just start with the whole samurai sword action. Why are you even in a car with a samurai sword at the ready? Like, as if you knew you were almost down to want to pop off because if you have a samurai sword in your car, you're going to use it eventually.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, I understand. I get why he's mad because when you're getting topped off while you're driving, it's a small margin of error, and if the wrong move can cause a horrible situation.
That is true, but there's also a sword nearby, so that also adds to the whole thrill thing.
Exactly. Woo-wee. We have this. We have $11 million of pot found in forage made in Mexico that was shipped to Ohio, Louisiana, Florida, and to New Jersey.
Hey. All right, Jersey. For once, we're in the news. All right, Jersey. I've been doing this with you for a minute now. I haven't ever did a report on Jersey. So, you know what? 2 pounds up to the sky, man. Jersey represent.
Exactly. And the final story that Boss for this bung is this. Florida man is on the loose after going with the naked lobster distraction scam to steal wallet from rich lady's purse at Publix.
Another naked Florida story. And that's how every Boston Bone report should always end, with a naked Florida story and some kind of hijink.
Exactly. So, Bone, this has been a nice report today. I gotta get it from you. What stories from Florida, and just the stories in general, are gonna stick with you for a long time to come?
Wow. I do like the one with the whole toppy and that samurai sword because, and there are so many double entendres out there in that story, swords and stabbing and country. I like anything that has to do with a membership and sword.
Exactly. Well, folks, I tell you what, this week's Boss Sports on the Bossman Show, Bossman Network, BossmanShow.com. We are out.
And if you don't know, now you know.
All your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Fantasy football season is fast approaching, and if you're looking for an edge this season, you need to contact the guys at Draft Day Consultants. The concept is a simple one. Draft Day Consultants takes your requests and connects you with one of their trusted analysts, who then guide you through your draft. Whether you just need a sounding board on decisions, or if you need them to conduct your entire draft, Draft Day Consultants has you covered. Every one of their consultants has a proven track record of success, and have conducted hundreds, even thousands of mock drafts. Thanks to this year-round research and analysis, the guys at DDC have an unmatched understanding of player values. So gain an edge on your league mates this season by hitting up draftdayconsultants.com. That's www.draftdayconsultants.com. Now get after it, fantasy footballers.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.